What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 56 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast where we talk all things Pokemon before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back in episode 1. But today, we're going to be watching episode 56, Volcanic Panic.
Did someone say panic?
I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Today's January 17th, 2019. Adam, how the heck are you?
Panicking.
Bro,
I'm volcanic
I'm
panicking.
so excited for this episode. If you listened to last week, it ended on like a hard cliffhanger. So I was excited to finally rewatch this episode and kind of get caught up with what actually happened, because last week was just like, really? Like, seriously?
The suspense was killing me.
It was.
I'm not going to lie. I watched it right after we got done podcasting.
Oh, man. But hey, little housekeeping really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/gottawatchemall, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons, Brittany J, Jessica Keith, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, and Bacon L. Thank you guys so incredibly much. We appreciate your support. Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. We want to add more to that list, though.
Yeah, come on, check us out.
I want to get it. I want to get it so big that we can barely even say we can't even get through the whole show because we have to have so many people's names announced first.
Check this out. We're at right now. We have, I believe, 25 or 26 patrons, and we're at a total of about $68 a month. And now we have a goal up there of $100 a month. And if we can get $100 a month out of the Patreon, then we can start introducing some video content to what we're doing, especially with the TCG stuff. So it's something we want to break into. We need your support, and we would appreciate it greatly if you would check it out, because that's something that we've been really itching to do. And I would love to get there. So check it out. Patreon.com/gottawatchemall. All right. On today's show, Sun and Moon Team Up. The pre-releases are happening this week. It's upon us. I've been really excited about this set. Detective Pikachu merchandise is here, and I was not expecting this. There's some really cool things going on, including a special subset, like this 26 TCG card set, which, I don't know. It's just weird that they're doing that because it has its own booster art and everything. So that's pretty cool. Groudon and Kyogre have returned to Pokemon Go along with a special Phoebus event this weekend. Registration is open for the Simple Symphony online competition in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's pretty awesome that the 3DS is still kicking. Pokken Tournament 2019 Championship Series was announced. Pokken Tournament's still a thing, I guess.
That's still a thing?
It's so funny, man. Like that game doesn't seem to... you wouldn't think that it's still in the zeitgeist of the Pokemon, competitive meta, but apparently it's still rocking, and they're putting some cash up for prizes, with the 3 regionals and everything. So we'll talk about that briefly. And Pokemon Center has finally updated their website from post-Christmas holiday, and now they are all ready for Valentine's Day. So there's a lot of cool product that's already up there.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air for sure. And then we're going to do a watch along with Pokemon the Series episode 56,
Volcanic Panic.
All right, Adam, You said you're going to try to make it out to one of these, but are the team up pre-releases are happening this week pretty much.
Yeah, it's either this weekend or next weekend.
So this is coming from Pokemon.com. We got between the 19th and the 27th, these pre-releases are going to be running. So check your local card shop, support your local card shop by checking out these events. But it's actually like a really good value when you go to these pre-releases, because typically you'll pay like $20. You get this the battle box, like that comes with this evolution pack of cards. It's like 23 cards of evolved Pokemon, 4 boosters, a promo, and then you get you draft from there, and you play this like mini tournament. So for $20, you're getting the 4 boosters and all this stuff in the promo and everything. It's a good value, but this is pretty cool on Pokemon.com here, because they cover 4 cards that are the promos that you're going to be seeing here, and they're not team up cards, which is cool, because pretty much everything we've seen from team up so far has been the team up cards themselves. So this is pretty cool to see some, like, not even GX, just kind of legendary Pokemon. I mean, Nidoqueen is in here, and I mean, Jirachi is a mythical, but what do you think of these cards that they're showing off here on Pokemon.com?
They're all very unique and very powerful. My favorite that stands out is Zapdos. It's got 110 HP. For 1 lightning, it has Thunderous Assault. It does 10 base damage. But it says if this Pokemon was on your bench, it became your active Pokemon during this turn. This attack does 70 more damage.
What?
The attack's not affected by weakness, but still, like, you just use Switch, boom, there's 80 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And
with a choice band or whatever, that's 9, 10, 11, that's 220 damage to something that's lightning weak. Like, what?
It's crazy. So awesome. And I dig
it's a sleeper card.
The Charizard card I really like too. The Roaring Resolve ability. So once during your turn, and this is a 150 hit point Pokemon, so it's got some beef to it, right? It says once during your turn, before you attack, you may put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon. It has a 2 fire energy attack called Continuous Blaze Ball, which is 30 base damage. And for each fire energy that you discard, it does 50 damage. So you give yourself 2 damage counters, grab 2 energies, put them on the Pokemon, put 1 more energy down for your just normal energy play for the turn. So now you're doing 150 plus the 30 damage. So you're doing 180 total damage at the cost of 20 hit points, which is pretty awesome. So this card is really cool. And what I like about these cards too is they're not basics. So you are going to have to evolve up to Charizard. So that's cool. And also these are non-GX cards. So you're still only talking about 1 prize. So you could get these big plays off and you don't have to like be in the pool of a GX or an EX where you're going to have to give up some, double prizes.
And then you've got Nidoqueen with Queen's Call. The ability, it says once during your turn, before you attack, you may search your deck for a Pokemon that is not a Pokemon GX or EX. Reveal it and put it in your hand. So that's just a simple...
So, yeah.
You don't even need to use Ultra Ball. And then it's got Power Lariat, does 10 damage as base, and then it does 50 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. So you don't even need it to be a Stage 2. You can just have a bunch of Stage 1s on the bench and then just blast away with this.
That's awesome.
You can do 260 damage.
So this is pretty cool. It's like I like that they're featuring non-team up cards on the team up promotion page, but that's pretty cool because the pre-releases are always fun. I like going to these events because that stamped card is really cool. So these look no different. So if you're into collecting these, you can actually I remember a year ago, if you wanted to get this battle box from a pre-release, you actually had to go to a pre-release. Now you can get these things on Amazon for $20 too. Like you don't have to go to the event, which is terrible. But
the event, you get to, you're in person, you get to meet people, you have that TCG vibe.
When I go to Jinx Collectibles, Mattawa, New Jersey, they, for $20 or whatever, they give you an extra 3 packs at the end of the event.
I think it's 25. It's 25.
Is it 25? And then
because then you get the extra packs at the end.
Yeah, so it's like it's totally worth it, and it's like you said, it's the experience as well of just doing a IRL event.
Right, and then you get to see all the cards live, and how they're played in an actual tournament.
Draft tournaments are fun. They're their own thing. So it's like if you've never done a draft tournament, it's exciting because you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants and. It doesn't have the same level of preparedness that you would if you were going to an open event. So it's pretty neat. All right, sticking with the TCG here, I do want to talk about this new merchandise that's come out for the Detective Pikachu movie. So this is going to be coming from NintendoWire.com, and they're coming out with 3 different boxes, like the big cardboard boxes when they do these TCG sets that have boosters, and some of them have they all have promos. Some of them have oversized cards. Some of them have coins. But this is totally out of left field. They're going to be coming with Detective Pikachu branded TCG boosters. So they're doing this 26 card set that will be, I guess they're going to give it its own, as far as the canon of Pokemon expansion releases, I guess it'll have its own icon and, one of 26 and that whole run, they look like normal cards. So have they ever done anything like this?
Yeah, with Dragon's Majesty. It's similar to that. It's its own subset.
Yeah, but think of even the when they did Generations. There was the Radiant Collection, but that was still in the boosters of Generations. If you want the subset of Dragon Majesty, you're still buying Dragon's Majesty.
Well,
boosters.
they did one with it was Dragon's Vault, and every single card in that set was hollow. But they had only had like 5 or 6 card packs.
So weird. So this is...
And that was like the only way you could get it is those packs. That's it.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the same here. Like, if you want the Detective Pikachu boosters, you have to get these little bundles. And then they're doing this collector's chest thing, which is like a old school like tin lunchbox. And it comes with 7 of the Detective Pikachu boosters, 2 additional boosters, a notepad, and a sticker sheet. So, but the lunchbox,
I want that.
Dude, the lunchbox, come on, it's awesome. That's like the perfect thing to like put pencils, colored pencils. That's what I think of when I think of like a metal lunchbox.
It's good to put my lunch in.
Yeah, that too. It'll actually function. In addition to the TCG stuff, they have like a line of plushes, a line of like blister pack toys, which look really cool. And my favorite item, which is a human-sized, adult-sized Detective Pikachu little paperboy cap, detective cap with the Pikachu ears, which is absolutely hilarious. So, you know, there's some cool product, and it's cool that they're ramping this up because, you know, this is a full-blown Hollywood thing. You know, this is not a small movie. This is not going to be a Fathom event. You know, this will be a full release movie. So it makes sense that they're doing the whole merchandise thing. So good to see. I like it.
Well, I'm excited for it.
All right, real quick, we're going to touch into Pokemon Go. Man, we say it every episode. Every Gotta Watch 'Em All episode, we're like, Pokemon Go, there's so much to cover because things happen so exceptionally fast in that game. Every week there's something going on that's completely different than the previous week. So you have all this stuff like overlapping, but the big news right now is that they're doing a Hoenn celebration. So there's Gen 3 Pokemon everywhere, and Kyogre and Groudon have returned to raids. You can get both of them as a shiny, so that's a big deal. There's an exclusive mechanic where if you evolve a Shroomish into a Breloom, it'll learn an exclusive charge move, Grass Knot. Shiny Zigzagoon and Taillow are added to the game. New avatar items like inspired by Magma and Aqua. Like, so there's so much going on, and that's like the next 2 weeks. This Saturday there's a Phoebus event. Like there's it's just wild. There's so much going on. If you want to hear complete details on everything that's going on in the world of Pokemon Go, check out our other podcast, Lured Up. Visit luredup.com because it's like that show's an hour long and we could probably make it 2 hours long. You know, there's just so much going on with Pokemon Go. But
yeah, I mean, I'll spoiler alert. I caught a shiny Kyogre today.
That's so awesome.
And earlier in the week, I hatched a 100% shiny female Nidoran.
Hard stop. That is like the holy grail. Like that is so exceptionally rare. Like that's got to be one of the rarest combinations of achievement in this game because that is nuts.
It literally like blew me away. I was just like, that doesn't make sense. I've never had that.
That's so cool. That's like, I think back of like the GBA video, that kid getting the shiny Ponyta when he goes absolutely ballistic. I don't know if you've ever seen that video, but it's like one of the funniest old internet videos of like a kid doing like a billion soft resets and like finally gets a shiny Ponyta and like loses his mind. Like I can imagine hatching 100% shiny. Like I would absolutely lose my mind. I would go totally bonkers. That's so funny.
Oh, I had to check my activity log just to make sure I actually hatched it. Even though I saw the animation.
3DS is still alive and kicking. This is crazy. I was, they're still doing events. The Global Link is still active. It's pretty awesome. Right now, they're starting the registration for the Simple Symphony online competition. There's, these themed cups that they do. This one, you can only bring single type Pokemon. That's the main condition. And of course, there's other exceptions and all things like that. But that's the real overall vibe of the Simple Symphony. And registration goes from January 15th through the 24th, so that's this week. The competition is the weekend of the 25th, and all participants get 50 battle points. And this is Ultras only, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and they're single battles. So this is kind of, when they move away from the doubles, I like that because it's good old like rough, rugged, and raw style. Turn your hat back.
Raw.
Singles battle. But, they're still, 3DS is still alive and kicking, so go for it. Hook it up. Do that. Be that.
Dude. Oh my God. And then Pokemon Tournament's still a thing?
I was, it was really weird. So this article is from Pokemon.com, and they're announcing the World Championships for Pokemon Tournament. Now, what's interesting is they're kind of calling it its own Pokemon Tournament Championship Series, which almost makes me think that they're kind of segregating it from the normal worlds. It's kind of weird, but all the qualifiers and the finals and everything still take place at the 3 regional, the Oceania and the one in Berlin and the one in DC. All that stuff is still there, but they're calling it the Pokken Tournament Championship Series. So it kind of, like the TCG doesn't have its own name with the VGC, like it's just the Pokemon Worlds, it's TCG and VGC. Like it's kind of weird that they're calling it its own thing. I don't know if they've done that in the past, but they got 20 G's in prizes available for the season. So, hey, they're throwing some money at it, which is kind of cool. But when was the last time you played Pokken Tournament? Wii U? Have you played it? Have you even played it on
Wii
Switch?
U, yeah, but I mean, I traded in the game.
Oh, no. Did you?
Well, I kept the Shadow Mewtwo card.
Well, yeah. The game is good, man. It was just, I don't want to say...
I knew they were coming out with it for the Switch, so it was like, I don't need it for the Wii U, and then I just haven't purchased it. Yeah.
No, I don't have it on the Switch either, but it actually still gets a lot of play in this house because my son is super into it. So, he loves he loves the different stances. Like and that for me was kind of like one of the deal breakers that I couldn't cling to it because I just didn't like that level of complexity with the fighting game. I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled with 2D, but yeah, I never latched onto this game, but it's still going, and the championship series is happening, so if you play, that's awesome. Challenge me. Let's do a battle if you have a Wii U. I wonder if Wii U Online still works. I don't even know. All right, Adam, what about the new stuff that's on Pokemon Center? Valentine's Day is coming up. This is always a time of year where they typically pull all the stops out and come out with like a ton of stuff, and this year doesn't seem any different.
Yeah, they've got this art. And it's basically Jigglypuff with like floating with heart balloons. There's Pikachu and Eevee hugging each other with heart balloons in a basket, and then there's Plusle in a thing with basket or whatever. But like they're all lovey-dovey next to each other, couples. It's called Hearts Take Flight, and they have some pins, a fleece, a glass tumbler. There's some new plushies. And there's even this sweet photography going on.
Yeah, no, I dug this, and this is just on the homepage, so just go to PokemonCenter.com so you can see this. But I'm a fan of the Katari Cuties. I have a bunch of like the sleeping line, but this is called the sitting cuties. This is like little plushies that sit up, and yeah, the photographer kind of like knocked it out of the ballpark.
Well, see, now you say that, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a Geodude. And so I need you to really quickly, while we're podcasting, to click on the Geodude.
The photo?
Yes.
All right, going.
And then there's a lineup of photos. Go to the one that looks like it should be a photography photo.
I don't see Geodude.
Just type Geodude in the search.
Typing Geodude. Geodude.
It's part of the Sitting Cuties plush. Now, for everybody sitting at home wondering what we're looking at, it looks like Geodude was photoshopped onto a pile of rocks.
It's so bad.
After seeing the home page and seeing how wonderfully put together and nice these photos were, I saw this and I just lost it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. They like went to Getty Images. They looked up stones, and that was the background they got. And then they literally just cut and paste a terrible PNG render of the Geodude right on top of the pile of rocks. Oh my! How did that pass quality control? I'm looking at it zoomed in. How? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's crazy. Like on the homepage, like the photography is unbelievable. It's like there's an Ammonite that's like inside of like a tree, like a decrepit tree, and Staryu out on the rocky beach. Like everything looks so good. Like, wow, they slipped that one.
Somebody got paid.
They slipped that one by. They're like, yo, we nailed it.
Imagine if that was your job though, and then like they were like, shoot, I had all these plushies with me and I forgot to take a picture of Geodude. Hold on, let me see if I can work around this.
Yeah, like, he did it on his phone, like literally.
And then they didn't have that. Like he's like, oh, this will just be the last one I show them.
Yeah, hey, I'm not going to front. I make all our thumbnails in Microsoft Paint. I'm like a Microsoft Paint maestro. I don't mess around.
Hey, they look fantastic.
All right, we got some emails. We had a couple emails come through from one of our listeners, Thomas Meehan. I want to give him a shout out, Thomas. Thanks so much for writing. And he asked a couple questions over a couple emails, and I did want to bring what he had mentioned up. This is pretty good. He says, will you be reviewing the movies, including Mewtwo Returns, specials, including the Mastermind and Mirage Pokemon, and Chronicles? So the movies is something, Adam, we've talked about for a while, of what we could possibly do. And I think this is the idea that I had is we would do a real life watch along to the movie in a video format, similar to like a Mystery Science Theater. Like that's the idea how I see it, like me and you watching a movie on like a Google Hangout on green screen, kind of just like, overlaid onto the video, watching the whole movie like that. I could see us doing that. So I would love to do that with the movies. And the specials, especially because not a lot of people have seen those. And, I would love to get to all the Pokemon content. I mean, I would still like to do it chronologically, but, we already made it through the Indigo League. You know what I mean? We should really do Pokemon the movie, the first one. Got to do
especially because the new one's coming out. So
Exactly. So, yeah.
Definitely a good question. We will definitely be working on that.
And then he brings up another topic that we actually haven't talked about in a while, but will you be reviewing Holiday Hijinks and Snow Way U, like all the banned episodes and stuff? They had that whole racist thing with Jinx, and there was like guns and boobies and like different other episodes that were banned. But again, I would love to do like a special video thing where we kind of do like a mashup of all the banned episodes and talk about all that stuff, and like the Porygon episode, like all that kind of stuff that, you don't see in the American releases anymore because those episodes just never made it. So I would love to do that stuff. So Thomas, thanks for writing in. That's a great question, but I would love to do that stuff. I would love to kind of cover all that kind of B-roll stuff that, the American market typically didn't see, because it was either exceptionally limited release, like Mastermind and Mirage Pokemon was very limited, and the American release of the cartoon we never got the banned episodes. So great question, and I would love to do that. But Adam, yeah, we got to do something with the first movie. I think we got to figure out our video stuff, because I think that would make a really funny video, and I'll probably cry. So, I mean, that would be funny and entertaining and all that good stuff. But all right, I probably won't cry during this episode, because this episode was action packed and I'm very excited to talk about it. But we're going to queue up our Amazon Prime video. Oh, I want to give a huge shout out to Rebel Avenger 219 on Twitter, because he actually brought up to us that DisneyNow.com, which is like Disney's on-demand service, that they have like every episode of Pokemon. So we were talking last week how, if you want the Orange Islands, you got to get them on Amazon. So apparently you can get Indigo League and Orange Islands and all the other seasons on Disney Now. And I'm not sure how much it costs, but I'll look into that. But yeah, so apparently there are more than one channel to get Pokemon content right now, but chronologically the episode counts follow the same, whether you're watching it on Netflix, on Amazon, or on Disney Now. It's still the same chronological sequence of the US release of episodes. So Volcanic Panic is still going to be episode 56 in the US release, where, if you're looking at the Japanese release, this is episode 59. There is some, because of banned episodes and all that kind of rearranging and all that stuff. So, but we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to watch this episode, queue up Amazon, and we'll sync it up together. So we'll be right back just after this. And we're back. Thank you so much for that. We're about to watch episode 56, Volcanic Panic, from Bulbapedia.com. We got some good info here. The original U.S. air date, September 18th, 1999. The Japanese air date, August 20th, 1998. I want everyone to pay close attention to how fantastic the narrator is in this intro, because it's absolutely hilarious, and I'm looking forward to watching it again right now, because I remember cracking up. All right, we're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. So, where's Mewtwo? Doesn't it open with Mewtwo flying? I didn't see that. Am I missing something?
No, you still get the Haunter with the lick.
I know, but doesn't like... I don't know.
Doesn't like Ditto jump out somewhere?
It's like I've seen the intro so many times. I'm going delirious and like.
You're like, wasn't Pikachu riding on Bulbasaur? I mean, come on.
All right, now, this is all about the narrator. I'm going to let the narrator talk here just because it's so great.
In our last episode, Ash and his friends went in search of the Cinnabar Island gym so Ash could battle for his 7th badge. Our heroes were in for a scorching surprise.
This was a cool gym.
The hidden gym suspended above a pool of molten lava.
Yeah, it was pretty hot.
Lane, the riddle-loving gym leader, accepted Ash's challenge, choosing Ninetales to go up against Ash's Squirtle. But water was no match for fire, as Ninetales won the first round with its Ember attack.
It actually went with Fire Spin, but they say Ember here. That's on Bulbapedia trivia.
Rhydon faced Ash's Charizard, who refused to obey Ash's
Yo,
command,
Charizard is like my favorite.
snoozing and losing. How could Ash turn
Snoozing and losing.
Well, that's where it gets good.
Volcano Badge? It was Pikachu to the rescue with another electrifying effort.
It's a good game show. They make Magmar out to be like a legendary.
Right? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, he's just too powerful.
A Spitfire Pokemon invulnerable to voltage relentlessly pushes Pikachu to the edge of incineration.
Tell him, narrator.
To the edge of incineration. To the edge of dying. Pokemon faint, alright, narrator?
Volcanic Panic!
High intensity, but no, it's good that they did the recap because it did end on a cliffhanger.
Pikachu, duck for cover!
And not for nothing, like
Pikachu!
there's a high risk of yeah, of course Pokemon get knocked out, but if Pikachu falls into lava, like he's gonna die.
Straight up die.
Has Blaine ever like at his hands? Like, has any Pokemon ever died at his hands? Dude, Magmar is weird looking.
It's not worth it. I quit. No badge is worth losing Pikachu.
I congratulate you.
There you go, you tell him, Ash. No badge is worth killing a
If you
Pokemon.
had been foolish enough to continue the match, you definitely would have been disqualified as a Pokemon trainer.
See, now he calls him out and says he would be disqualified because if he would have continued, because I guess it was too risky. Like, that is such... I don't...
Where you
Malarkey?
going, Blaine Hole?
Yeah.
You gotta give me another
Baloney.
chance.
We may battle again someday.
And I love how he had to put his wig back on.
I'm sorry.
Well, he couldn't have been found
It's
out,
all my
you know?
fault we lost. But I'm not leaving Cinnabar Island till I beat Blaine and Magmar and get that badge.
That's a legit gym, though. So, this isn't the first time that we've seen, like, Ash take a loss. You know
Or
what I
Ash
mean?
in
So,
shorts. Or really, really, really rolled up jeans. Look at Brock. He even rolled his up.
he's got capris on.
Where's the flood, guys?
Plenty of other Pokemon gyms that are out there, Ash, and none of them hang over volcano pits.
Sorry, I cut you off. This isn't the first time.
No, I was going to say that we've seen Ash lose.
Yeah. First Sabrina, he lost.
Exactly. Yep.
And then he lost his friends.
So
Jeez, I want to
funny.
play.
Bro, that episode is so good. So, it's so weird. Like, Team Rocket is so weird.
Like, what are they doing? They're like trying to
I
snorkel.
know,
Like,
I know, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, there's really no reason to make them that over the top in this situation. Like, really? Like, that's just so weird.
but I like that
I love it.
Meowth is like controlling them right now. It's like, I'm
We
the
all
boss.
know who's in charge. We know who's in charge here.
We'll have our own Poxicle.
It's definitely not James. It's probably not Jesse, and it's most likely Meowth.
Hey, look, rocket launchers. What?
Dude, when I first saw this, I was like, yo, that's like, I know they said freeze guns, but like, that looks like a rocket launcher. So here it is. A lipstick. Look at the lipstick. But it's kind of weird that I guess in addition to this being Blaine's gym, like this is actually Magmar's home. Like he just chills in the gym, like that's where he lives.
Here's our
Winner.
Don't just stand there gawking at it. Freeze blast it before it's too late.
Chill out.
So we said they look like rocket launchers. Yo, they're legit rocket launchers. They just shoot freeze rockets.
Magmar, you're permafrost.
Ready, aim, freeze blast.
You see, Meowth is in charge. Meowth is in charge.
Oh man, I love this.
This is great.
It's like,
I know, it
it's like
sounds so
isn't
good.
isn't fire good against ice types?
We got a Pokemon on ice now.
Right? Like,
There you go.
boom.
We interrupt this message to bring you a Magmar meltdown. Hurry up, freeze blast. Oh,
I love how it's like unlimited ammunition of freeze rockets.
They only had 4 when they walked in, but somehow they had, 17 extra shots.
Look at Magmar's big butt head. So weird.
Don't call him a butthead,
Whoa, what's
or he'll headbutt you.
ah! I was on my way to the lavatory when I heard all the noise. Of course, in a
Did he say laboratory or was that a B or a V?
I think it was a V. Lavatory.
You better check out what's going on in there.
I dig the music in this part. It's like carnival music.
volcano. That's freezer burn.
Maybe you should cool it with the jokes.
Look who
Oh, nice pun, Ash.
But that's the irony there. It's like he's saying cool it with the jokes with a joke. It's so good.
What's going to happen to this gym if it's filled with ice?
It'll be a snow cone.
I wasn't making a riddle. Freezing all this hot rock would set off a giant chain.
It's
Then
like,
he
sorry,
wasn't-
you've been making riddles the whole time.
What's going on?
I think we're cracking up.
Magmar knows what's up. He's like, my house, bruh.
It's cracking apart.
Isn't the ice just gonna melt?
It's happening too fast. The rock is already shattering. Lava will flow through cracks in the rock.
It's like, why the wig, dude?
He's gotta have it.
But not when he battles. It's like when he wants to be serious, he takes it off. It's like, come on, man, this is the time to be serious. Lose the wig. Oh, bruh, the gym is on a volcano.
And like, why isn't anybody running? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, clearly some ish is going down right now, and they should probably run for their lives because they're
Look at
inside.
Magmar, he's not even moving.
Well, I mean, he lives in the lava, so really,
Yeah.
it's like you were already wet because you were swimming, and then like somebody just like tilting.
And a very hot place.
I don't know, it's just making you have to go back in the water. You're like, okay, cool. No, bye, Team Rocket.
Yep, see ya. This reminded me of Lord of the Rings. There's like an exact scene in Lord of the Rings where like 2 spires that they're like running away on like collapse into each other and make like a way out. It's cool. The fissure.
Oh no! Lava's starting to burst through the cracks. I'm afraid it's only a matter of minutes till the volcano
Yo,
blows.
Blaine's voice is so dramatic. It's so great.
Magmar, if you pile up rocks in the crater,
It reminds me of like
enough to block the
Nick.
lava
If they made a
flow.
movie with Blaine, like Nicolas Cage would have to play him. Yo, Pikachu wants to help.
Only a fire-type Pokemon can withstand the heat from that lava.
A fire-type Pokemon?
A fire type Pokemon. Ash doesn't have any of those.
Oh wait.
Charizard, I choose you!
I like how they go to the classic animation sequence there.
Charizard, help Magmar
He's kind of mean. I love that. I love that thumbnail right there. That's a thumbnail.
Charizard never listens to me.
That's definitely the thumbnail. Volcanic Panic right there. Charizard sleeping behind Ash. Yo, Magmar's doing a good job, not for nothing. They're just chilling. It's like, Magmar, we're just gonna watch. You're the only one that can do anything about this. Bro. It's like, you know, Charizard's gears are grinding.
I love that animation where it's like almost like an art style.
Sketchy, yeah.
But he's sweating. He's like, oh, I can't do this alone. Somebody help me. But
Yo, and this Who's That Pokemon has absolutely zero relevance to the episode.
Yeah, but wasn't that how the War Turtle was? The last one?
Yeah. It's like, but why not use Magmar? Magmar's trying, but it's in vain.
The volcano, it's not enough. And they're just standing there. Like, they will legitimately burn and die. Get out.
Like,
Magmar, please.
but like they're in the main gym area, so it's like obviously there's a way out. Like, they're not on the pillars that got knocked over. But yeah, so now we finally see Charizard stepping up and start throwing boulders and stuff.
Helping Magmar.
Great. 2 Pokemon are much more powerful than 1.
Oh, no, really? That's like, oh, now all of a sudden, like, people remember, like, oh yeah, we have big Pokemon too that can move rocks.
And Star, you can help them all to keep cool while they're working.
Oh, sweet.
You too. Squirtle.
Starmie and Squirtle just have unlimited amounts of water.
So, this is an interesting part.
Where did
because-
Jigglypuff come from?
I know. Look at screenshot. But so Starmie and Psyduck, their way they're gonna help is by keeping the Pokemon cool, right? But yo, rock types are weak to water. Like that would make them weak.
That would hurt them. Yes, use water gun on those rock types.
It's like they can't lift any more rocks. They're hurt. Togepi is about to be hard boiled.
You're a little too little.
Oh, they could only have done it with Pikachu. If Pikachu did not contribute that little stone. Dude. That was always exact.
See, there's Pikachu with that one stone. See, it's literally
Yep,
that one
was it.
stone.
That was it.
Right there.
That was the one.
Yep.
Plugged it up. Rockin' music. Dude. I love when
And where did
Pokemon...
Staryu come from? Did
Yeah,
she
exactly.
say Starmie?
No, she said it was Staryu before.
I thought she said Starmie.
But look. The fire.
The fire in their eyes.
I don't know how to thank you, Ash.
Is this like a romance now, all of a sudden?
It's a little bit of one, yeah.
No! I was about to say that I'll give you another chance to battle me for your Volcano Badge.
Oh, good, because I
Of
was
course, Ash
thinking
wants
that...
a handout.
Well, that's how some of his other badges he's gotten.
Yes, exactly. His first 3 pity badges. This is awesome, by the way. Like, if the original gym battle, like a battle arena, setting wasn't cool enough, this set piece is cool.
Since my gym has been wrecked, would you object if we held our match right here?
Since my gym has been wrecked, let's use this cooler version of my gym instead.
Sure, it's okay with me.
Let's make this one a one-on-one. You probably guessed my Pokemon will be Magmar.
And the Pokemon I choose will be Pika.
Alright, so obviously it's Charizard, but I absolutely love that Pikachu so confidently stepped up, even though he was defeated last time.
Look at its eyes.
But yeah, Charizard is gassed up.
Wants to battle.
No way. Charizard never wants to do anything but sleep.
Maybe because Charizard
Charizard saw how strong Magmar is, it wants to test its strength.
And that's what Brock just said is probably exactly what's going on here. It's just kind of like a machismo contest because Charizard doesn't want to be one-upped.
Where'd Charizard go?
I want to be one-upped. No.
I guess Charizard could still use a little training.
So it's like, how could they have even had a battle? How could they have a battle in that spot? Like, that's so crazy. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. I spent like 3 hours shading your upper lip.
Charizard flamethrower attack!
Ah, it's so cool.
Fire v fire.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a tie!
Okay, Magmar, that Charizard
It's a tie. No, nobody died. Nobody, like, it's not a tie yet. Do you know what a tie is?
Burning Man. I like how Charizard catches the fire.
He's BA. He knows how to do it.
Charizard!
Oh, the animation looks so cool.
He just throws it into the
Yeah,
air.
he like deflects it.
Skull Bash attack!
There it is, the Skull Bash. How's it running? There was only this little circles.
Oof. Straight into a pillar.
Yeah, that was cool.
This is awesome. He's like, no, I'm about to die. Flies up to the sun so you can't see him.
Ooh, oh, that's so cool. I love that. Take it. Magmar's no joke, though.
Magmar didn't even get phased. He's like,
This is...
no.
What's interesting here, too, is like this is an extended battle scene. Like, this is a long battle when it comes to just like a one-on-one fight. And think of how little the trainers are even interacting. Like, the Pokemon are just like going for it.
And like Magmar's relatively small. Pikachu's like pulling Ash's pants. But Magmar takes Charizard like into the flames.
Well, probably just because Charizard was not expecting that to happen.
But like he threw him in the lava. If it was Pikachu, Pikachu would be incinerated and
dead.
die.
Exactly.
Like Charizard's still the same cell structure as the Pikachu, I would say.
I know, but I think that's why they put that little disclaimer of only a fire type can withstand the lava earlier in the episode. You know what I mean? Because
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Charizard.
Because
But
Ash thinks he lost
he's
him.
dead. Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was dead.
Roller
honestly.
coaster. Oh, it looks so awesome. Ah! I know that spotted blade is so good. So, I love this because my son's TCG deck, he has a Charizard base deck because he loves Charizard. And the main EX that he uses has Seismic Toss, so it's like, it's so cool that like this is like, I don't know, I guess this this move is definitely tied to Charizard.
This is too high. Like, you can see the island as like a little dot in the background. Like,
So, fun fact, look, they show like the planet there, it's like very earthly.
and he just tosses Magmar so fast,
Seismically.
basically back into orbit, or coming in from orbit, throws him into the lava. I wish it was one of the pillars.
Yeah. Yo, Magmar's no joke.
Magmar not even phased by it. Like, are you serious?
It's like you just got seismic tossed from space.
No one should survive that.
You're right. Hooray! Hooray for Charizard!
My congratulations, Ash. I take my
Now he takes off his wig.
Well, he says, yeah, I take my wig out. I love the glisten on his bald head. And that's a cool little thing here that Charizard reminds Ash, like, nah,
No,
bro.
I'm still in charge. You don't boss me around.
I'm the captain now.
And now I have one last riddle for you, Ash. What is it that is always red but has no words? Ha! The answer is a volcano
He
badge.
gives up the answer so quick.
And you have earned this one.
Thanks a lot, Blaine.
So this is his 7th badge.
Couldn't have done it without Charizard.
He needs 8 to join the
For a
league,
second
right?
there, I thought Charizard
Right.
had learned to be obedient.
Guess we can't expect Charizard will ever change.
Pikachu.
I know that Charizard will learn to obey someday. All I gotta worry about is.
I wish it was more of like,
Well, we can
because you know
always
how
go
you
to the
like
gym
level
back in
whatever
Viridian City.
Pokemon obey you
I
at
never knew
certain
about that.
badges
Yeah.
that you get.
Yeah.
I wish it was like he got this one and then Charizard finally learned,
Falls
like,
into
listen.
line.
Yeah, he's like, oh wait, I see that
What happened
badge.
to the gyms when we were
Urgh.
back in Viridian City.
Because we were arguing back then, remember?
So they bring up a good point that there's another gym in Viridian City. They already were in Viridian City. And Ash is like, wait, how is that possible? Why didn't you bring it up? And they're like, yeah, we were fighting.
Mystery. Let's hit the road to Viridian City.
And it comes up that,
Pay me back for that
yeah, the reason they were fighting when they were in Viridian City last was because Misty was still fighting with Ash over her
Hurries
bike.
on to Viridian City, eager to compete for a green Earth badge. Meanwhile, Misty is seeing red, and that's sure to make Brock bloom. Orange, you dying to find out what happens.
Yeah, narrator, get it.
Oh man, he was being punny.
Don't go away.
And I'm pretty sure they do Pikachu's jukebox again. Yeah. So, I love this episode, man. Like, I thought that how much time they actually, like, screen time they devoted to the Magmar Charizard battle, it felt like a third of the episode was that battle. So, I thought that was awesome. I like Blaine as a character. I like the fact that he's got the two personas. And it was kind of cool to not make this a Pikachu-dominated episode. Like, he was, he had that little moment where he was ready to step up to battle, and
No, and then
Charizard came
he
out.
threw the rocks in. It was very If without Pikachu, they wouldn't have stopped the volcano.
Look, he's still quintessential to this whole process here, but no. What did you think overall?
Fantastic. There was
It was good,
tons
right?
of riddles. Well, not riddles, but there was tons of like puns and just a lot of wittiness going on.
Yep.
A lot of back and forth, just through the narrator, through Blaine, through Ash.
No, it was definitely good, and I've always been, the guy saying like, man, get back to the league storyline, get back to the league. So it's good to see that they're gonna have a couple successive episodes with, league based stuff. So, all right, my favorite part of the show.
Mine
Booster-
as well, because
booster
I
time.
got a booster.
You want to go first? Go ahead.
I'll go first.
What do you got?
I have a Celestial Storm. Pack art is a Blaziken. Oh my god. Alright, I've got a Slugma, a Surskit, a Sneasel, a Shuppet, a Mudkip, an Apricon Maker, a Hiker, a Lure Ball. My reverse holo is a Seedot, and my rare is a Marcargo.
Oh,
Well, not
Just
bad. Marcargo's
yeah.
good.
All right, I have a Lost Thunder booster with Blacephalon pack art. And here we go. Trainer Mixed Herbs, Stantler, Morty, Mareep, Marini, Snubble, a Slugma to complement your Maccargo, Pick-a-Peck. My reverse is a Cyndaquil, and my rare is a non-hollow Ho-Oh with Rainbow Burn.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's cool artwork too.
Actually,
So-
funny thing. I saw in Best Buy this week. I saw a Marini plush.
Really?
It was just a one-off, like random, but it is so cool. It is like my new favorite plush. I didn't buy it because it didn't have a price or anything, and I didn't like. I just saw it passing and like touched it real quick, but it is so cool.
No, I really like the theme that kind of a lot of the cards from Lost Thunder kind of carry, where the cards are a little bit darker and the grittier art style. I mean, like if I look at the Snubbull, it's very cartoony, whoever that this artist is, but like the Mareep, the Morty, the Ho-Oh, the Marini, like they all have this kind of dark, sketchy feel to them. So definitely am digging that vibe. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this week's show. Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. Please.
Yeah, thanks for writing in.
Yes.
For talking to us on Twitter.
Yeah, email us. info@gottawatchemall.com. Visit gottawatchemall.com for everything that we're doing. Hit us up on social media. We're Gotta Watch 'Em All pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/gottawatchemall. And please leave us a review in iTunes. That would be great. We would appreciate it so much.
But flipping fantastic.
Yes, it would. Adam, you got anything else?
No, just keep training.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see everyone next week. Later.